EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Swift to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll it. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Here's Hurts to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tunnel rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert powering up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, 26 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. At the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun and throw less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Wilkinson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 5. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He'll return it from the 6. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back to throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this off to Swift. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Herbert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down. 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6. A quick throw, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Tackle made by Rasheem Green.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. first and 10, it's Herbert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
We're so litigious.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
About time, fellas. It's all about teamwork. Take it to him. Don't let him race. Stay tough. Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Let's go, defense, one step. Here we go. Stop that pass. Let's go.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 65 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cardinals, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And this one too low.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Wilkinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown! Trey McBride from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The leads come to 16. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I see the surprising face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hand off right side for Herbert. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal calls will never come back and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Wilkinson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff up the middle. Wilkinson, and he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
What are you guys doing?
Second and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Really, this cannot be happening. Game's not over. Why are you giving up?
Was that even a play?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run. It's Johnson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a A nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Don't let him rest. Come on, let's make a play. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, it is.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Smith will come in motion right.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find Kmet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.